take it, Andy, that your internet is actually holding up for once.
No.
Mister, I can't host the call because my internet's not very good, but I can be on the show anyway.
Haha, we're live, dumbass! Hello,
I know we're live.
everyone.
I'm still ranting. I know we're live. Why do you think I'm doing that? Because I know we're live. I'm not like you. I pay attention.
And welcome to another edition of the Suplah. Hi, I'm Andy Kwan, and with me as always is Sam Brooks.
It's my fault this time, before anyone complains at him, to why we're live again.
Don't you
This
start
is on
complaining.
me.
And also, Brendan Davis.
Hey, 2 shows in a week. I'm awesome.
Does Sam not want to explain his thing? You just kind of cut him off.
Well,
So
first we have to
explanatory.
introduce everybody, and then I talk. That's something you need to learn.
Oh, I
Don't
thought
just tell
Sam
a
had
story for 5 minutes and then introduce the rest of us. That's just
You
rude.
can't, no, because that's stupid. You can't just start a story and then it just doesn't end.
Shut up and let me
Hey.
introduce you.
Who are you?
Liam Dunn.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Suplah, where we
I
don't
just
Now I
slide
can tell
into
my
your
story.
shut up. Where we don't slide into your DMs and message young girls behind our partners' backs.
Oh,
Ooh.
great. Yeah, well, I knew this was going to come up eventually. Oh no, he set off the Andy alarm. He's going,
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police.
yeah, he's being a twat. That's,
He is.
Yeah. that happened. So the reason why we're doing this, to finish my story that Liam is so, desperately wanting to hear. Me and Andy actually did manage to sit down and do a pre-record yesterday.
Yes, we did.
But guess what happened, everybody?
What
Sam's
happened?
thing- Oh.
Something went wrong.
Yeah, Sam's thing went wrong. Not mine for once. Sam's.
Yeah, he was actually completely fine, other than being a shit to work with. But nevertheless, everything was fine. I pressed to stop recording, and then boop, laptop crashes. Everything gone, including video.
Well, by the way, folks, if you don't realise, I am the reigning.
Oh yeah, Andy cheated to win the
I
Megaweight
don't
Predictions
cheat!
Championship.
How can I cheat? What am I? A
It was
tiny
rigged.
You got all of them correct. Something I haven't seen Back to the Future. You did what the kid did with the sports almanac.
No,
and you
I did not do any such thing. I am
It
the
was
reigning.
rigged.
You have connections. You have links. The Supreme Leader hooked you up. I know this.
Defending, undisputed, Megaweight
What is he
Predictions
doing?
Champion of the world.
He's sucking his own dick, Brendan. He likes to do that whenever something tiny is attributed to his name. Much like his own cock, which he loves to suck.
Oh, face. No one knows what that is? Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
You're right, Andy? You wanna continue self-relating?
Oh, is it because? Oh, well, you could be.
Oh, he always does this. He always does this.
Oh, maybe you could be self-relating if you got everything right in a row, but you didn't. So why don't you just sit
Wow,
down and pipe
yes.
down, yeah?
My
Pipe
life
down,
is clearly
Cumberland,
being
pipe
torn
down.
apart at the
Pipe
seams
down.
because I don't have a toy to brag
Be
about.
humble.
I love how at this point, I love how Andy now thinks he's Conor McGregor. Because
No,
he-
not even. He's fucking dollar store Enzo Amore. At this. Yeah, he knows he can't get shit on any of us at any other time, so he has to flaunt about his plastic toy.
Oh yeah, it's the only thing he can hold over is I got everything correct on a one-show event. Yeah, okay.
And you're going to lose it at Suplah Series.
All
on next
right, says the three of you who would be gloating right
Three?
now and just self-relating themselves. And
So in the
just-
chat, we have Bullet Club versus The Shield, we have Woofy the Bloodhound, we have Alex King, we have Brendan Davis.
What? How is he in two places at once?
What?
That's cheating.
I'm
We also
not-
have Lizzie Antonelli. We also have Troy Dixon. We have the gangs all here. Troy says strip him of the belt. You know, I would, but what's the point? What's the
Can
actual
we have a
point?
three? Can we have a three strikes and you're out rule?
What constitutes as a strike?
I want it fair and square.
Okay, so I
You
think
know
the
what?
first.
You-
I think
you-
the first thing that
no,
constitutes.
no,
Shush!
No,
Shush! Shush!
enough.
I think the
Enough
first thing
of
that
this crap.
constitutes as a strike is where he just starts. One, he starts gloating about how great that person is, going, "I am the reigning and defending." Like if you start doing that, that's a strike.
Or if they go, they're fucked forever.
By
That's
the way,
second
I
strike.
just figured out that I know how to mute people on Hangouts. So he's in the bottom and he's screaming, but nobody can hear him.
I think the
Oh,
third
no,
one.
again.
I think the third
Continue.
one. I think the third one is if they
Stop! Bollocks! Stop!
if they start saying anything in
You wouldn't do that, would you?
so if they start doing that, that's also a strike. So how many strikes does he have on him now?
I think
Six.
2. I think it's one more strike and he's out.
One more strike and he's out. So there we go.
Not one more stroke, one more strike.
Stroke.
If he has a stroke, that's a bigger problem than a championship point.
But also the belt does get vacated. So if he has a
Yeah,
stroke,
if you have 3 strokes in any given live stream, you will be stripped of your championship.
Not
So
an
you've got
interim
one more.
title. No, just gone.
So you've got one more chance. So if you mess it up again,
I don't understand why. You would be
Because you're
going.
being a
Liam,
dick,
No,
Andy.
Leo would be the biggest dick of us all. He would literally be like, "Oh, guys, did
how
you
can
know I
I
worked on
be
the
such a
Avengers?
lovely mug?
Oh, I've got a mug.
But
I'm a twat.
Andy,
I'm Liam.
he has a mug.
Wait, hang on. He just called me a twat.
Oh,
I think-
right, because you've never done that before.
I think that should constitute as a strike, personally,
No,
because
because
he's
you're
now.
a twat. So that's not true at all.
I vote to strip him,
I
personally.
vote shut up.
I vote to strip him
Brendan
as well.
Davis in the chat says Brendan loves orange soda. I'm glad we're fucking pulling in all of the people here
What
with
are we
this
talking about
inane
today?
bullshit.
What are we actually talking about today?
Read the title. You know what we're talking about.
Talk about it then, goddammit.
How about you fucking introduce it, you piece of shit?
No!
This is
okay.
awful. This is awful.
This
This is awful.
Not as awful as TLC, which happened this past Sunday.
It happens this Sunday, even though it doesn't.
Right. Okay. Anyone want to go?
Everyone say something, for God's sake.
Something
You done,
for God's
Andy?
sake.
All right,
Yes.
fine, I'll go. This event was underwhelming, other than 2 matches that weren't that bad.
And weirdly, they were the ones that had the last minute changes.
Yeah, oddly enough.
I would like to disagree with the title down there, personally. I would like
Oh,
to
for
disagree
fuck's
with it.
sake, I put it in there just to put it there. I don't actually think it sucked. It's just a thing I put there to
Well, to be
put
fair,
there.
that'll get more people interested in watching than saying, I actually somewhat enjoyed it. I didn't think it was the most amazing show, but I somewhat enjoyed it. And I
TLC review and why it was middling.
why it was fairly okay. I've seen worse.
I've seen worse. I'm going to do that one day. Just pay-per-view review and why I've seen worse.
I thought,
Fucking
yeah, I
hell.
mean, I think there's been far worse events that they put on this year, frankly. I didn't actually think it was that bad.
God, yeah, it wasn't worse.
I thought, I think the 2 matches that got changed at the last minute kind of saved a lot of the show. I don't know what in the parallel universe where the original show went ahead, I don't know what that would have been like, but I thought, there's been a lot more, there's been more stinkers than this year alone, let alone in the entire back catalogue of WWE. I don't think it was that bad. It actually, for the first time in a while, I actually sat and watched the whole thing as opposed to pausing it in between moments to go and do something else. So I didn't think it was that bad. But I would
Brendan.
also like to point out,
Great.
just really quickly, can I just point out
Yes.
that I stand by my fact that it wasn't about Kurt Angle's return, and I think him coming out in the Shield gear is backup for that because it wasn't about Angle's
God,
return.
not this again.
You
I'm
said
just
the
saying, no,
opposite.
Again.
Didn't you say the opposite,
No,
though?
No, I've always said it wasn't about Angle's return. It was about the Shield. You two were going on about how it was about
It
Angle's
is
Oh,
about Angle. He came out again and made a triumphant hurrah.
Revisionist
I'm just
history.
saying.
Ultimate Warrior was actually a nice guy over here.
But that's total horseshit as well because he came out to his own music and everyone went mental and then destroyed everyone.
Once he came out with the Shield.
Can we,
at first.
can we
you're
not argue
no, I'm
now?
not
Can we
talking-
save the arguing for after we've heard Brendan speak for a bit?
Okay.
I pretty much only watched the entire thing because I was hanging out with friends. And that I would have just watched the AJ and Finn match and the Shield versus the Miz and his friends.
Miz and friends.
Yeah, Miz and friends.
So let's talk about it, but the chat says a couple of things. Bullet Club says she liked the show, she was entertained. Troy Dixon says Kurt Angle should not have dressed up as a Shield member. Bullet Club says she only hated Mickey vs. Alexa and Enzo vs. Lucha things. Am I the only person on this fucking planet that likes Kalisto? I feel like I'm the only person at this point.
I'm neither here nor there with him.
He's good.
I am completely...
He fucked up a promo one time, and that's all anyone talks about anymore. It's sad.
I don't even watch promos anymore. I just watch the matches. I don't care
Probably
about
better
the dude.
for it. Alex King says, I loved Dean and Seth looking serious and Kurt just standing behind them going, yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
That was the best thing ever. Like, literally.
Proud father loves supporting his son's cosplay hobbies.
Oh, no, but it looks worse. Like, it had, so you got, like, Seth and Dean looking all mean, like, yeah, we're gonna kill these guys, we're gonna kick their ass. It's over. And Kurt's like, I'm just happy to be here, guys. I'm so happy. Like,
I'm happy to not have a broken neck. Not be in TNA anymore. Great. Do we want to run down the card?
Sadly, yes.
It's sadly. All right. Pre-show match, Banks versus Fox. Banks won. The original plan was for Nia Jax to lose to Sasha Banks, but she balked, and that's why she's out, apparently.
Because The Rock told her to.
Yeah, she called up The Rock, and The Rock was like, I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want. Just walk out.
Did she do it for The Rock?
Did it?
Literally, she did it for The Rock. For fuck's sake, I can't blame her. I can't blame her, to be honest. Like, I've always said, Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax is a match that they love to put on, but it's so mismatched and unreal that Sasha should ever win.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't seem, even from a kayfabe perspective, like, it doesn't seem, I don't know, that logical. But either way, that match didn't happen. Pre-show match, it was a match. It happened. Can't say I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was a thing.
As with most pre-show matches. Yeah, if this is the rule, right? If the pre-show match is a tag match, it'll probably be match of the night. Otherwise, fuck off. I don't need to see it. You don't need to see it either. What opened the fucking pay-per-view? Asuka. Asuka made her debut on Raw.
Yes, she did.
Mm.
And
I don't know how I felt
too
about
much
this.
offensive.
I think it went on too
Offense.
long.
Offense.
Too much offense.
Offense.
You said offense, not offense.
Hang on, say it again.
Offense.
Off ends.
Say it again.
Offense.
No, you just changed how
Offense.
you said it. You just changed how you said it then.
You did.
Nope.
First you said off hands, and then you said offense.
No, guys, I've said it like that this entire time.
Emma put up too many fences.
I don't know what you mean.
No, fuck this, alright. The match was alright, but Emma got too much of her shit in. And I wasn't expecting a squash match because, newsflash, that's not what Asuka does and hasn't done for quite a while. But it was okay, it just wasn't the best. It felt different than other Asuka matches. I don't know how Brendan felt during it, because he's probably the only other person who's seen all of it.
I felt it lasted way too long. For,
Yes,
her
definitely
debut
way
match
too
and
long.
stuff and all that.
It
Yeah,
should have been.
Emma.
It should have been 25 seconds.
I mean,
No,
I was hoping
she's
for
not
30,
Goldberg.
but
No, because then you'd have complained about it being 25 seconds, Andy.
Oh, it's Asuka. That's her thing.
It's not her
it's
thing.
not.
It's never been her thing. She's not Goldberg. Do
Emma
you
did
even
get
watch
way
NXT?
too much offense.
Yes.
Yeah, Emma did get too much of her stuff in.
Yeah.
It was awful. Not
And she
awful.
threw
It was
Asuka
just-
into the ring post and shit. I'm like, okay, that's not supposed to happen in your debut match if you're trying to, get someone to be really good.
Exactly right. What are people in the chat saying? There was a point here that I missed. Oh yeah, Woofy says for an Asuka match, it was really meh. Okay, Bullet Club says to me, I like the fact Emma looks strong, but she looked too strong against Asuka. 60-40, Emma dominated Asuka. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
about a 60-40 split. The match was like 10 minutes. It felt like it dragged for a bit too long.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a point. Woofy says, taking it easy as she's just got off injury. Maybe. But I don't think taking it easy qualifies to have Emma just kick you about for a bit in the ring.
If anything, taking it easy would be like 20 seconds, kick in the head, done.
Just never ever had a match.
But that would be taking it easy because he did one move and that was it.
Taking it easy would be not having a match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just showing up on Raw.
Yeah. Taking it easy would be not wrestling. Taking it easy would just be sleeping.
Spit your drink out, Andy. You know you want to.
Yeah.
Mm.
Don't drink while we're making jokes.
Mm.
Stop making noise. For fuck's sake, you're not a primate. Jesus. And Void Storm is here. Hello, welcome to the party. Yeah, that was an okay match. What was next? Cruiserweight tag. Yeah. What was after that?
I've never
feel
seen
like
the
Alexa
Cruiserweights
versus
fight.
Nikki.
I've never seen the Cruiserweights fight until now. Like until
Really? What did you think?
Sunday. I was very fucking surprised with how fucking hard Jack Gallagher's headbutt was. No one told me about that shit beforehand. Goddamn.
He likes to butt heads.
I actually really like that he's wrestling in a suit. I think that's brilliant. I think it's kind of weirdly hilarious.
Right.
It's just like it's so in his character, but at the same time, like you would see him doing that, but at the same time, you just think the guy's in a suit and he's wrestling. Like, I just thought it was kind of. I really like the that's what he's doing, because also the other thing is when he was in his little pants, like he looked like milk. He looked like milk. He was that pale. He blended in with the mat. Now he stands
Sheamus
out a little.
syndrome.
Oh god, he took Sheamus syndrome to a whole new level.
Fucking did as well. But no, has anyone actually wrestled in
You
a
put
suit
him
before,
on a
by the
milk.
way?
Nah.
Never mind, my joke completely got fallen to the wayside there. Thanks, Sam.
I'm sure it was very funny, Liam.
Go on, what did you say?
Has anyone wrestled in a suit before?
Not intentionally, I don't think.
I can't recall anyone.
Yeah, Kane apparently.
But
He
he
took
wore
like the
pants.
top off though, didn't he? Like he was like
He was in
Center Armstrong.
slacks.
Yeah, that was a
Pants.
good year.
Wrestling boots and elbow pads, weirdly.
It was, yeah.
And then
yeah,
who's that one dude, Cedric Alexander? I've never seen his finisher. That
he's
shit hurt
fucking
my back.
great. The lumbar check is amazing.
That
My
shit
favorite
hurt my
finisher in
back.
the entire division.
It looked like a Mortal Kombat X-ray move or something. What the fuck was that?
It was fucking awesome. That's what it is. Cedric is like one of my favorite cruiserweights just because of that one move. He's so fucking over with it as well. It's great.
That was the one thing that was like, you know what? This match wasn't all that bad. Once I saw that, I was like,
It was actually one of the better matches on the undercard, I dare say.
Yeah, it was better than the championship match.
Apparently,
Oh, yeah.
Troy in the chat says Cody Rhodes wrestles in a suit.
Oh, does he?
Does he?
Does
To be fair, I don't watch his matches because I'm not that impressed with Cody as a wrestler anyway.
I don't have enough time to watch the indie stuff as well as WWE stuff. I just don't have the time. That's my defense.
Heroic
Right to
Nyko
censor
says
didn't wear
Kane,
suits.
Vince McMahon, Chavo Guerrero, right to censor. Okay, people have wrestled in
right
suits
to
before.
censor. I forgot they existed for a while.
They had the best
I always
theme
thought
song.
they like
They did
were
have the
dressed
best
as
theme song.
Mormons. Yeah, they had a good theme song.
Yeah, okay, Andy, the point of the joke is that you don't do it so that people who don't know the theme song will go, oh, I want to hear their theme song. And then the joke is they come across the theme song and realize it's actually awful. That was the joke, mate.
So after the Cruiserweight tag, we had Alexa versus Mickey. It was okay. Standard match. Alexa won. Weirdly, though, after the match, Mickey was interviewed in the ring, and it felt like she was going to give a big retirement speech out of nowhere, but then she's just like...
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who thought that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But it turns out she's just like, you know what? I did my best. I'm happy. I'll do better next time. Bye! And then walks away and it fades to black. I'm like, what? You're meant to
then
retire
she-
there, surely.
She started crying like Sasha Banks or something. I thought Sasha just got some serious face-off surgery.
With
Yeah, it wasn't great.
What is this face-off thing that you're mentioning? Are you talking about the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Oh, okay. I've never actually watched the movie.
You should.
I know. People tell me a lot of movies. I should
Explosions and doves. That's all you need to know.
There's a big dumb boat chase.
watch. Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this isn't the face-off review show. This is the TLC review show. What was after this? Was it AJ versus Finn? Because that's a big
I
talking
believe
point.
so.
This match.
I loved it. Best match of the night. Yes.
I don't know.
Well,
It
for
wasn't
me, anyway.
terrible. It wasn't absolutely terrible, which, given the amount of build it's had of 2 days, it has every
If
right
that.
to be bad. But it was overhyped. I'm gonna say I wasn't thoroughly overwhelmingly impressed with it. It was just a standard 4-star match. It wasn't really much to write home about, to be honest. Other than it being their first confrontation together.
Yeah, that's what I was taking into it. Like two of my favorite dudes, first time fighting. I'm actually seeing their first time fight. This is the shit.
And they went for 20 minutes, and I just, at no point was I holy shit. I was never too hyped for it, and that's kind of disappointing. I feel like people overhyped this to a certain
They could have
extent.
gone a little bit longer if they took some minutes off of some other matches.
Maybe.
Especially that one that didn't need to happen.
But I feel
produce.
I feel like if they had another match where you could promote it properly and build it up properly, it'd be worth doing a 5-star match, not some random B pay-per-view.
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Okay. Again,
I hate this mindset.
This is where Sam disagrees with everything I say. That's his new gimmick.
Definitely. My life revolves around your opinions to the point where I only disagree with what you agree with.
That's a thing that just happens. You just disagree with everything I say because you think it's funny. So anyway, moving on. So
moving on anyway. Shut the fuck up and let me talk, dipshit.
Again,
yes.
I want to move on. He doesn't want to move on. See?
I will mute you.
To be fair, Andy didn't really give all of his opinion there.
Yes. Basically,
he jumped down Sam's throat for no reason during the middle of his review of the match.
So if you'd like me to get to my point, I can do. So basically,
well, you're the one taking so long, buddy.
Gotcha there.
He's been muted.
Stop it!
No, sorry. Okay, I'm being disrespectful here. Please carry on with your point that you interrupted me to say.
I'm not saying save it for wrestling. Hilarious! You guys are so funny. Anyway.
Oh shit!
This could be a show in of itself.
How many times can we consecutively mute Andy?
Can I speak?
How about you let me finish first? And then you can speak. That's how conversations work. Anyway, what were you saying? Oh yeah, let's just save every potential good match ever for a Big 4 pay-per-view.
Oh my god! What happened there?
Bye, Andy.
Oh shit!
Anyway, what was I saying before he muted me? I didn't know he could do that.
Something about that he was complaining that big matches should be saved for.
Oh yeah, let's fucking believe everyone that says, "Oh yeah, this match should have been at WrestleMania or it should have been at SummerSlam." All right, let's just have every conceivable good match ever at a Big 4 pay-per-view, and then leave all of the B shows to be schlock, things you just have to sit through. That's a great idea, isn't it? No,
just the best.
Hello, Andrew.
Remember Battleground when they had the Shield triple threat and it was great.
Oh wait, hang on, he's not on speaker.
I wasn't all that hype about that match.
You're not on speaker.
Like once I watched it.
Oh, is he trying to call you?
He has, but my phone's broken.
Oh,
okay, right, what were you saying? Did he say something there? I didn't hear him.
Can you put me on, please?
Can you put him on, please?
I've added him back in. Brendan's gone for whatever reason. I don't know where he's gone.
Brendan's left. Brendan, you know what? This show's just a car crash, isn't it?
It fucking is, mate. It totally is.
You're being added back. Calm down. I'll see you soon.
Brendan, we're running you back.
Why is he saying it to what?
I don't know, Liam.
Okay, bye. The thing is, what a lot of people like Andy don't realize is that it's all well and good saying that, but you've got to think about it from a logical business point of view. And the fact is, the WWE Network subscriber number has been going down. And one of the reasons why they've done this is because not only were they given a bad hand with all the viruses that are going around, but they have to make sure that they get people interested. If you're still not interested with the matches that are coming up on the pay-per-view, which really is the big selling point of the network, if you're not interested, you won't subscribe to the network. You won't pay that $9.99 for the entire month of the network. You'll just say, right, I'm not a subscriber anymore. So the fact of the matter is that they have to put these kind of matches on, whether it's a B show, an A show, a C show, a Z show, a Y show, whatever. They have to put these matches on so that you stay connected, you stay wanting to watch these shows, and ultimately giving them money. That's just how it works. If they saved AJ and Finn for WrestleMania, well, WrestleMania can sell itself.
Yeah.
You can put Finn and AJ on at WrestleMania. Doesn't mean that's the only place they can be put on. They should go on at it. That's like saying Brock Lesnar should only ever be saved for WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam. No, he shouldn't. Brock Lesnar, whether you like him or not, he is a big, well, he is the big thing at the moment. He's a big attraction, and he needs to be put on the B shows so that people subscribe to the network.
Put it this way. Were it not for the changes to the card, were it not AJ versus Finn, and were it not Kurt Angle wrestling for the first time in a WWE ring in 11 years, I would have watched it Monday morning. I wouldn't have sat there and watched it live. Because if you add these big names and these big matches to quote-unquote B pay-per-views,
I
see the big four, I'm not going to watch them. I see by putting on good things.
I see what Andy's trying to say. Yes, it is a pay-per-view, like WrestleMania quality match, but the thing is that WWE, that you know, if that's the way you're booking things, then stick to universe mode in 2K18. Like, WWE is a business, and they saw an opportunity to get people interested by making matches that they had never put in before. You've got AJ versus Finn for the first time, and you've got Kurt Angle wrestling. The fact of the matter is, Roman had been taken out because of meningitis or whatever it was. I can't remember. A lot of people would have watched TLC for the reunion of the Shield, the first time that they've been together since 2014. Now that had gone out of the window. I guarantee a lot of people were thinking, well, I'm not going to watch this. Why should I subscribe to the network to watch this? Suddenly, Kurt Angle's in. Boom! You've got those subscriber numbers back. It's a business. It's the way it's got to be done. If you want to just be like, no, I will keep Finn and AJ and they will only ever WrestleMania once, there, that's it, then that's what 2K18's universe mode is for. Yeah, that's the way you can book it that way.
But here's the thing. I wouldn't have so much of a problem with that if they didn't do that weird thing at the end, where it was just basically a giant screw you to the Bullet Club, where it's just like, ha 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 ha, we own this, ha 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 ha.
You know, they never have and never will, because
that's my point.
You can't copyright hand gestures.
No, I actually completely disagree with Andy there. They didn't do that as a screw you to the Bullet Club. They did that because that's what the fans wanted to see. You're telling me that the two leaders of the Bullet Club wrestling for the first time in a WWE ring, heck, not even just WWE ring, anywhere, they wouldn't have done. They'd have done that in TNA or GFW or Impact, or I don't know what it's called anymore, and I don't think they know what they're called anymore either.
Oh, I thought you were going to list multiple companies. No, you're just listing all of the list of names of this one company.
Yeah. They'd have done that anyway. It doesn't matter if it was a WWE ring. They'd have done that anyway. I completely disagree.
Right.
Maybe it's because it's what the fans wanted to see and because they themselves wanted to do it, but maybe it indirectly also serves as a big middle finger to the Bullet Club. Who knows? Maybe it can be both. The chat is saying a couple of things. Bullet Club vs. Shield says, Andy, WrestleMania doesn't make a match great. Wolfie says, save it for WrestleMania. Sure, let's undersell for pay-per-views that aren't the big four. Bullet Club says, it doesn't matter where the match is. The match can still be good. Alex King says, remember the Shield triple threat at Battleground. Heroic Nico says, it could have been worse. They could have had Bray Wyatt on the Titantron from his hospital bed.
Cashing man ninja. Anyway, so the point is that, like, my argument is that it's almost like you have so many of these pay-per-views that you have to put on these dream matches.
Well, yeah, but
but you don't have to. They just put too many things on. You have to fill these shows with something, which you could, in theory, save from a major event. And it's like, you don't
so
need
hypothetically,
it.
they save all of these good matches for a major event. What do they put on the so-called B pay-per-views?
Don't put so many shows on every 2 weeks then.
No, but they can't just live
No,
off
no.
4 pay-per-views a year. Like, that's not
No, I mean, like,
fucking viable.
you're like you did in the old days. You have, like, Raw has 1 month for a pay-per-view, SmackDown has the other month, then you have a big show, then you keep doing it like that.
But
thing
they
is,
do
it's
have
a
one pay-per-view a month. Every brand has one pay-per-view every 4
No,
weeks.
Andy, what Andy's saying is that there's a pay-per-view every month, but it's not each brand every pay. Like back in the day, when I think it was 2004, when they first
Something like
started brand splitted pay-per-view. So May would be Raw, June would be SmackDown. So there'd be a 2-month gap between Raw's first pay-per-view and their next pay-per-view. That's what he's saying. But the thing is now the landscape's changed. We're not in 2004 anymore. We're now in 2017. WWE has their own network, and theoretically speaking, they could put house shows on there. It doesn't really cost them any extra.
Yeah.
So that's
Especially
why
if they're
they
going to
do
go
it.
through the trouble to name these house shows like Star fucking Cade, maybe.
Yeah. The thing is that I do understand what Andy's trying to say. I do. I'm not being a dick to him for the sake of being a dick. I get what he's trying to say, but it's got to the point now where a show like WrestleMania, a show like the Royal Rumble will sell itself. I'm not saying you shouldn't put on big matches, but you know, it's like saying that AJ and John Cena should have been saved for Royal Rumble 2016. They wrestled at Royal Rumble 2016, but they also wrestled at SummerSlam. They actually, their first match was Money in the Bank. And that was
Money in the Bank?
Match.
Yeah.
But Money in the Bank 2016. Sorry. It was Royal Rumble 2017. My bad. I got that mixed up. I see what he's trying to say, but I think with these big shows, they sell themselves. WrestleMania, if you told me that WrestleMania was in Wembley Stadium in London, right? I don't know who's on the card. I'd buy a ticket. Doesn't matter to me. I'd buy a ticket. The Royal Rumble, I'd buy a ticket. SummerSlam, I'd watch. May not go to the show, but I'd watch. Survivor Series, that's the one that's probably the most struggling out of the 4 of them. But those shows sell themselves. Something like TLC, it needs a bit more of an oomph, a bit more star power to get people interested in it.
And because they don't have a horrid undercard of this is a chairs match, this is a stairs match, this is a tables match for no reason, they have to put on these good matches. And it made me watch the pay-per-view, so no complaints here. But anyway, back to the match itself, AJ vs. Finn. Sure, if they have matches in the future, then cool. But because they're on different brands right now, it's clearly not going to happen until after next WrestleMania, if at all.
Yeah, I think what that ending was to me, I didn't take it away as a big FU to the Bullet Club. I took it away as fans wanted to see, and 2, if they ever want to revisit it, they've got the video package, they've got the base storyline now, they've got the foundation, they can revisit it if they want. If they don't, there's no loose threads. If AJ didn't wish Finn died in the womb and then suddenly they became friends again, like, it's got a base
Finn
foundation.
Balor, this is your life.
They've got a base foundation. If they ever want
This
to
is the
revisit
fucking
it,
Lego that you build in your spare time.
hey,
This
don't
is your
Lego.
dad.
Don't
Oh
diss
yeah,
Lego.
my son, he loves his Lego. Oh fuck. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what is he from Yorkshire? Is that an Irish accent?
Well,
You do an Irish accent.
Wait, did Andy just go YI man? He's not from Newcastle.
Oh, I thought that's what they say in Yorkshire.
What?
But I would agree with Liam's point. Had they not, changed their Facebook header image and the Twitter header image and basically anything that you could possibly change to be that, like,
It
why
does
would
line
you?
up as rather suspect, but
That's
maybe,
what I'm
as I've
saying.
said, maybe it's both. Maybe it's an impromptu moment that the fans wanted to see that also involuntarily doubles as a fuck you to the Bullet Club. But anyway, there's more to this pay-per-view that we have yet to discuss. Not even. There's another match, I think.
Oh,
Cruiserweights.
There is. It's Jason Jordan and Elias, not Sampson.
Oh yeah,
Why?
because throughout the night, Elias is trying to play his guitar to the people, and they're giving him the biggest heat I've seen in a while, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is good. And then randomly a vegetable hits Elias. And then another vegetable hits Elias. And out comes the latest contestant on Dale Winton's supermarket sweep, Jason Jordan.
They're bringing that back, by the way.
I'm watching that if that comes back. Holy crap.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
With
bringing it
Jason
back.
Jordan.
I'm watching that.
But he comes out with a shopping trolley full of produce. Don't ask me why. I don't fucking know. But he just starts throwing vegetables at Samson. Nope, sorry, Elias. And then it happens twice. We're having a night. And then they have a match that happened.
Right. So can somebody talk to me about this? Because I'm thoroughly confused. I don't watch the whole of Raw. I tend to just watch the highlights. But I'm very
You're
confused.
not the only one.
Michael Cole seems to be the babyface commentator. Corey Graves seems to be the heel commentator. I'd like to think that Booker T's supposed to be the babyface commentator as well, but he seems a bit more of a tweener.
No, he's fucking mental. Like, he can't pick a side anymore.
But then Elias comes out, and Michael Cole is pretty much mizzing over the guy. Corey Graves thinks he's basically Enzo Amore, and then Booker T's just basically saying he's looking real jacked, baby. Like, why do they suddenly turn with this character? Like, why is Michael Cole thinking he's the greatest thing ever, even though he's a bad guy, and then Corey Graves is hating on him, even though he's supposed to be the bad guy commentator? What happened here? Did they just suddenly switch into each other's bodies randomly?
Yes, Liam, they did the Ginyu Force body swap.
Okay, well, I'm glad
Just for one match.
I'm glad that's been cleared up. Thank you very much. I just wanted to know.
You're very welcome. Yeah, this match happened, and Elias is no longer undefeated in singles competition, but he did get a shoulder up on the 3 count, so they're leaving it open, and nobody gives a fuck. So, main event time.
Wait, he was undefeated?
Yeah. On Raw, anyway. But anyway, main event time. Kurt Angle and his sons, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, versus The Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Kane in a complete fucking garbage match.
Literally.
Didn't even mean that, but it was a shit match, and I loved it. I loved every single moment of it. It was probably the most fun I've had watching a main event in a good while. This is good.
I kind of agree with Sam. I didn't think it was as bad as Sam said, but it was just great fun. I thought it was a very fun main event with a lot of great spots. I didn't understand why Kane turned on Braun Strowman. That was my main issue. It just suddenly happened, just for no reason. But I think overall, it was an incredible. And to say that I was very worried about this match, because let's face it, there's 8 people in there. One of them hasn't really. We don't even know if he was cleared or not. And he even, I know he's wrestled after the WWE. I think most recently was WCPW. So I know he has wrestled this year, but it's been a couple of months since he last wrestled. So, and Kane also has been out for about a year. So it was a bit worrying, but it was just fun. It was just great fun, I thought. Great fun.
Some choice highlights include Kurt Angle being power slammed through a table and he died. And he had to be carried out back after being put through one table. So he's gone. Dean and Seth putting Kane and Braun through tables off the top of ladders, whilst Kurt was like, yes!
Yeah, no, Kurt wasn't going yes. Kurt was going, woo! That was Kurt.
Yeah, he was going nuts.
I got so scared when Seth hit Strowman and he started grabbing his knee. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, his fucking knee was like being sold to shit, and I'm like, oh god, not again.
I was like, damn it, it's WrestleMania all over again.
God damn it. But no, he was fine. Oh yeah, so Kane randomly turned on Braun. And I feel like the bigger picture here is that they want Kane to put over Braun. So that's why they're doing it. But yeah, the story goes that Kane accidentally attacked Braun. And then Braun shoved Kane. And then Miz was like, no, god damn it, we're gonna fight the fight.
I feel this was thrown together. This is my main criticism. I feel that Angle was thrown together literally like at the last minute because of Roman, because it seems that it was being built that Roman and Kane were eventually going to face off as redemption for, Kane was going to be like, you retired my brother. That was the worst Kane impression. That was the
even though he's a zombie.
Yeah. But it seems like that's what he was going for. But with obviously Roman being out, there was really no reason for Kane to be in there. So they seem to have just changed it to the last minute because we don't know how long Roman's going to be out for. This seems like it will hold them over for a little bit.
I don't think Sheamus and Cesaro needed to be in there at all.
Yeah, but they were just fun to have in there. Like, they're good people to have in like a TLC match of all things. But
I would disagree with Brendan actually, because you got to remember it was Dean and Ambrose. No, that's the same person, Liam. Dean and Ambrose. No, Seth and Ambrose who dethroned the Bar.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, technically there's a storyline
Yeah,
reason as to
still.
why everyone is fighting here, but anyway, Kane vs. Braun happens in the match itself to the point where Kane, I think, what is he? Choke slams Braun through the stage, and then he pulls down one of the chair sets, and he gets buried in chairs.
Cena did that better.
Well, yeah, because there were a lot more chairs than it was Wade Barrett, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Braun got.
Wasn't like Wade Barrett under like a table though.
It was
Hey.
7 years ago. I barely remember.
They were both literally buried with chairs.
Yep. So Braun got literally buried in the correct usage of the word, by the way. Then he comes out and he's like Jason Voorhees, and Kane is like, "Oh fucking god damn it!" Oh, we should mention there's a garbage truck. By the way, if just a fucking garbage truck pulls into the arena,
Yeah.
because before the match, Miz was like, "We are going to take out the trash because I am awesome," or something. And then the garbage truck comes out, and they try to put Dean and Seth in there, but they get out, and then they eventually, Kane puts Braun in there, and he gets crushed, and we witnessed a murder on live television.
Yeah. What the fuck, WWE? PG my ass.
You literally murdered a man in a garbage truck. What the fuck?
Yep. They did that, which is just really stupid.
I want to hear Andy's opinion on the match.
Oh yeah, and then Kurt Angle came back, and then they did a triple powerbomb on Miz, and then Shield Angle won. Hooray! But I feel like Andy doesn't care about this pay-per-view, mostly because he only watched the main event, and 2, because he's so hung up on something that happened on the following Raw.
Finn Balor. He's not done. He's not that word I used
Oh yeah,
to
okay.
say.
To properly quote you, as you were saying yesterday during our pre-record, Finn Balor is now buried, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, wait. He is lowered in people's estimations.
Andy said that Finn Balor has been buried.
Freeze.
Andy says that Finn Balor, the man that beat AJ Styles the night before, is
That
now
makes
buried.
AJ Styles look bad as well.
Oh yeah, so both AJ and Finn are now buried because Finn
What?
lost in a match to Kane.
Yeah, why? Why did that
Exactly,
have to
it's a stupid decision.
Oh, it's simple, because we
I'm-
want to build up Kane to fight Braun, that's why. And who better to fight Kane than Finn? And if he gets a win over Finn, it's actually something to fucking go into the match with Braun with. That's why.
I mean, yeah, I'm just like, whatever. Don't care about it anyway, but definitely.
I mean, it's not like Finn Balor's fucked forever, because he's going to fight Lesnar at the Rumble for the title anyway.
Like, the only one thinks he's fucked forever is Andy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he holds these fucking shitty opinions that hold no ground in real life.
Also, Woofy pointed out that it took 3 chokeslams to beat Finn, not 1.
Yeah,
So-
fucking 3 choke slams, and it was also regular Finn. It wasn't the demon, so calm down, Andy. Your precious little half-Irish potato isn't buried.
Wow, that's racist.
How's
yeah,
that racist?
So racist.
Now,
How is
racist
that-
would be if I called him Lucky Charms.
But
That's
aren't
not
even Irish.
racist.
That's
That's American.
No, Lucky
But
Charms is American.
But Leprechaun's Irish. That's what it's based on. That's what we do over here.
You having
don't
fun,
understand.
Andy?
We call them cereal things.
You having fun, Andy?
That
Very
causes
okay.
problems.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Bullet Club says, calm down, Tumblr. Yeah, Andy, calm down. Troy says, didn't you say Andy was a fuckboy? Yes, he's proving it now.
Super
Super
Chesney
Chasney
says,
198, shut up. Super Chasney 198 says Andy has a better physique than Finn. No, he doesn't. That's a lie. That's lies and slander. That's fake
yes,
news.
I do. Yes, I do.
Alternative facts. I'm doing an impression of Andy who thinks he's funny.
Who's this?
Um,
Who's the Super Chesney?
No.
Yeah,
He's
he's
my,
funny.
my new favorite person.
Great. Yeah. Compliment him once and then he'll want to suck your dick. That's how it works. Supreme Leader knows. What else is happening? Oh, Janie's here. Hi, Janie. If you're going to say anything worthwhile, I'll
We
wait
have
for
new
it.
people in our chat like Brian Martinez who says things are happening.
Do you not get the reference, Andrew?
I get the reference. That's why I said it.
So also on Raw, for fuck's sake, SmackDown invaded Siege, and it made no sense, but it was also cool.
Yay!
What do we think about this segment, guys?
I thought it was fun. I thought it was good fun. I thought it was great fun.
It
pretty
was
to
good
see, I
and
liked-
bad.
It was good fun, but it also made no sense.
Also, apparently, Voidstorm missed everything. We're very sorry, but you can go back and watch it from the beginning. You can do that now, actually. I think YouTube has that ability. You can just watch
Not
it
right now. Stay here now. Be in
No,
the
he
chat
needs-
now.
He needs to understand
God's
what's
sake,
going on.
Liam!
He
I pretty
needs
much
to
just took that.
understand.
I pretty much took that as like, okay, y'all's pay per view is over. SummerSlam, fuck y'all. And
You
then
mean Survivor Series?
they beat some ass. SummerSlam, Survivor Series is one of them S's.
One of the pay-per-views with an S.
Yeah, something like that.
Those are the only two, to be fair. Anyway, yeah, Survivor Series. They're building towards this brand warfare now with this mob mentality that even though like 6 months ago everyone was friends and there was never any fucking undercurrent of bad things, as soon as someone puts on a blue shirt and they see someone in a red shirt, they want to murder them. And that's what all of SmackDown did. The big charge was led by despicable evil assholes of the New Day. Supreme dictator of the third world, Becky Lynch.
Captain B.
Who else?
Captain B.
Yes, that
Her
one.
name's
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
Okay, it's fine
Bunch of other baby faces for no reason, just randomly deciding to attack Raw people because it's Survivor Series. You gotta build towards it somehow.
The thing that makes it even better was that Corey Graves in commentary was like, I swear these guys were amicable like a week ago, or something like that. That's because they
Shut up,
were!
Corey, you're exposing the business.
God's sake, stupid.
It
So
was
dumb.
fun. It was still fun. Don't get
Also,
me
why
wrong.
did they
I'm not
not
like
attack
Andy. I have fun watching wrestling.
Why did they not attack Kurt Angle? He just had a match the night before. Why didn't you beat the shit out of Kurt?
Why
Because
would
that
they
wasn't
have
the
to?
point. The point was to beat up his roster.
The people that are actually going to be fighting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not
but
the
you could
guy
take
that
it
had
into
an
account.
emergency match.
Could you imagine, just really quickly, Survivor Series, general manager versus, well, he's not a general manager, he's a commissioner, but nevertheless, Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon. The epic rematch everyone wants.
Kurt
would
Angle
actually like to
versus
see
Daniel
that.
Bryan.
That'd be amazing, but they'd never let him wrestle.
Nope.
If Kurt
What a
Angle can
shame.
get cleared, any human being on earth can get cleared.
You heard it here first, folks. Daniel Bryan is now cleared to compete and will wrestle in a WWE ring because Andy Kwan says so.
Da-da, 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 da-da.
Andy, no, stop singing. You're so tone deaf.
Woofy says, guess who wasn't there? Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Yeah, they're furthering this feud. I love Sami's heel work as of late. I'm actually looking forward to the build towards Survivor Series. But breaking news today, everybody. There's something on the Wrestling Observer newsletter that's made me panic just a little bit.
What is that, Sam?
So you know how we're building towards the modern day Maharaja Mahal, Jinder Mahal
Sadly.
versus
Big
the
Mac.
Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They want to do a special guest referee for the match.
Why?
I don't know. My speculation being that it's going to end in a fuck finish and they want to protect both guys because they have to have this match happen, but it's not going to end cleanly. So they're going to put in a special guest referee who will then screw with the finish and probably face one of them, probably Jinder, at WrestleMania. There are 3 names in the pot to be considered here.
3 names. Who could that be?
Let's start with the most likely. Number 1, John Cena.
No. Ow.
Yeah.
The soft no in the background also represents my feelings because apparently, according to the fucking grapevine, the rumor mill, the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Jinder wants to fight John Cena at WrestleMania.
No. No.
No. You're like, good,
No.
good one. Good one. You're not even over now.
Oh shit! He was pulling my leg there for a second.
Yeah, it's actually a
No.
thing he wants, though. Sorry to break it to
No.
everybody. But yeah, that probably involves Jinder holding on to the championship for like 300 days.
No.
Oh, God, no.
No. I'm telling you now, if that happens, Jinder Mahal will go down in history as the worst champion ever. Feckin' Bob Backlund is a far better champion than.
To be fair, I
feckin'-
already thought Jinder Hall. Who's that? That's not someone.
Who is that?
Jinder Hall, Dean, and the Bros.
Hey yo, I'm the modern day Mahal and Raj. No.
It's Mahal, nigga.
Whatever. He sucks.
I already
Another-
thought he's already gone down as the worst champion in WWE history.
It's bad when Paul
Really?
Heyman mentions it in a promo. It's bad. And
I don't know.
everyone
I
cheers.
wasn't alive for when Hulk Hogan was champion. That could have been worse, but
Should have seen I should have seen what I heard about Diesel. I heard that was really bad. I actually lost
the
a lot of
year
shit
of
'cause
Diesel.
that. Yeah.
Anyway, there are two other names, but apparently Vincent Kennedy McMahon wants to be the special guest referee of Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar.
Please be
Who?
good.
What if I told you that they were Stone Cold Steve Austin and or The Rock?
I'd be happy for Stone Cold.
I'd
I'd be happy with
Stone
either.
Cold.
I like
It
to see
wouldn't
The
make the
Rock,
match
but
any better.
I would only like to see The Rock if he fights Lesnar again. I like seeing him fight the first time, and I like that.
The Rock's not going to come back if he's just
Yeah.
I'm telling you that now. He's either going to wrestle or he's only going to do 5 minutes and do his weird tongue, and that's it.
The tongue.
Ew! Never make that
Thanks.
face again.
Thanks, Andy. I didn't want nightmares tonight, but you've given me them. Fuckface. Someone please tell me why the fuck it would make any sense for either The Rock or Stone Cold to be special guest referee. Please explain it to me.
Just to get people excited about it.
So the reason why it would make it interesting for Stone Cold Steve Austin is that there is a slight history between the two of Austin and Lesnar. Back at WrestleMania 20, Austin was actually the referee for his first encounter with Goldberg, and the two actually had a mild rivalry going into that. I believe Austin would come over to SmackDown to face off in the ring on the microphone against Brock Lesnar, to the point where I think Brock actually stole his quad bike at one point. It was hilarious seeing Brock on a quad bike. But it actually goes back beyond that, back to 2002. Vince McMahon wanted to put on Austin versus Brock Lesnar on Raw, on a random episode of Raw, where Lesnar was going to go over Austin and qualify for the King of the Ring. I think it was the quarterfinals at the time. And Austin wouldn't do it. He didn't want to do it because he believed that was a money match. And that famously is what led Austin to leave the WWE. People have said it's because he didn't want to do the job to Lesnar. Austin has refuted that, saying it wasn't to do with Lesnar. He felt that there could have been a program made out of it. But regardless, Lesnar was involved in the equation that caused Austin to leave the WWE for nearly a year and subsequently basically robbed the fans of his final year as a wrestler, essentially.
I thought that was because he didn't want to lose to Hogan at Mania.
No. Apparently, they wanted originally at WrestleMania 18, they wanted Hogan versus Austin, but apparently Austin said he didn't think they'd have a good match, so he said no, which is why he went on to fight Scott Hall, and we all know how well that match went.
Oh, I guess I got both those confused. I gotta watch this documentary again.
Yeah, so no, good. it was to do with jobbing to Lesnar on a random episode of Raw.
Both of those would have been horrible decisions.
And that's why it would. But then at the same time, The Rock would be interesting because The Rock and Lesnar have only faced off against each other once on television. They faced off a couple of times on, I think, live shows, on overseas house shows, that sort of stuff. But they've only faced off one time on actual canon at WWE television. And that's where Brock beat The Rock to dethrone The Rock as the youngest WWE champion at the time. And yeah, they never really did. They never had a program after that. Surprisingly,
because The Rock went to go make Scorpion King and all that.
I don't want to
other movies.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here, but I swear The Rock is filming Jumanji right now.
Ah, they're still shooting
finished. That. I think they've wrapped that, Andy.
Yeah, I thought they had a trailer for it already.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they've wrapped that, mate.
Okay, maybe he was just singing Welcome to the Jungle and it was a while ago then. Okay, fine.
It's fair to say that The Rock is always making something. He's always busy getting up at 4 a.m. and doing gym selfies. He's always busy doing something, clanging and banging. Always doing something. Let's read what the chat's saying. Willow Club says, I'm surprised Vince isn't considering himself as a referee. That would actually make me watch, to be fair. I love Vince in any capacity. Super Chasney says Andy should be the guest referee. Troy says Andy's sister, maybe. I wouldn't watch either of those. Just a tiny little man in a referee shirt telling both of them to fuck off because he doesn't like either of them.
That would be the best thing ever.
And then they would
just
eat
pick him
you.
up. They just pick him up and tie him in the ropes.
Mm-hmm. Brock would use Jinder as a fork to eat him.
He'd break Andy like a fortune cookie.
Probably. Oh, Bullet Club says, what is Carmine's thoughts on Jinder's reign so far? Luckily, I know this. I know the answer to this question. Because we're often at ends lately, at odds ends with each other about this. He thinks that Jinder is an effective heel. To which I say, sure. But I harken back to the days when I was watching Edge be World Heavyweight Champion. I hated Edge. I wanted to see him lose. He didn't make me want to stop watching.
Yeah, I think Carmine's getting the idea of heat wrong. Heat, legitimate heat, is where you hate the guy and you would pay to see him lose. Jinder's got the heat where I would legitimately like to grab my controller and just turn it off. It's not the same kind of heat. It's not the same heat. It's very different. Very, very different. I wouldn't pay to watch Jinder lose. I'd pay to, I don't know, go and do something else. Go to a restaurant. Go and watch a movie at the cinema.
Take a crap.
Well, I wouldn't pay to take a crap, but okay.
Hell no.
But
I'm just talking about something I'd rather do than watch a Jinder Mahal match. Because they're exactly the same match.
Or a Jinder Mahal promo where he's just like, I am the modern day Maharaja. Okay, Jinder, yeah, great.
Look at this
done that how
Asian.
many times? You hate me because of the color of my skin. No, we hate you because you're just crap.
Yeah, you're just bad.
You're just
Genuinely.
not good.
You are the
I am
worst
the
thing
macaroni.
ever. You have weird back knee as well. What's that about?
Steroids. That's
I
exactly what it
didn't
is.
say that word. You did. So, haha. I just thought you had a problem.
Now Brendan will
Don't
get
like it.
sued by Jinder Mahal because we clearly have holding over that kind of audience.
You don't like it when people like me become successful.
What
Yeah,
shit
we don't like it
wrestlers.
when people like you become successful. Yeah, because you're a crap wrestler and there's more people out there who deserve it.
Yeah.
Woofy
I
says,
know that-
hashtag hook hand.
What?
The hook hand. The thing he
What
does
is that?
with the hook hand.
Oh,
He does the her thing.
What?
he has a
Hook
thing that
hand.
he does.
The fucking hook hand, people! Are we
The
not on
modern
the
day-
same page?
The modern day
Hook hand.
macaroni has a hand thing that he does. I don't know
One
what's
day
Apparently-
hash
that.
slinging slasher, yes, with his hook hand.
According
Okay,
to
If he has
Bullet-
that nickname, I'd watch him.
God damn it. According to Bullet Club versus the Shield, Jinder's hurt.
Oh, a source. Facts. Back that up, please. Otherwise, too good to be true.
Well, we
I
didn't
don't have a
say it.
source
We have to wait for her. We have to wait for her to hear that and then reply.
I'm waiting.
This works.
Right,
what's
we'll wait.
saying?
We'll just put it on pause until this happens.
Heroic Nico says, Jinder Mahal isn't a good heel. When Alberto Del Rio was a heel, I saw him as a decent heel. So I don't know about that. I never had any strong feelings towards Del Rio other than fuck off.
Yeah, I've never liked Del Rio. I think to me the best heel champion that I've ever seen is Edge.
Definitely.
I think he was
Or
the best
CM
heel.
Punk.
Him.
Oh, the Rock.
Really?
Well, I was going to say Chris Jericho 2008.
See, I'd go with 2000 Triple H.
I would go with The Rock when he was a Hollywood character.
I would go with The Rock because I love The Rock. It was great. He wasn't champion then,
Says
Andy.
the
We're
man
talking about-
right,
who
says the
in
one-
role
Since the
comes
one
out
who's
to the
obsessed with
Hollywood
age,
team.
and everything's age. Shut up.
I'm
I
talking
feel
about
like
heel
we
champions.
touched a nerve.
I'm talking about heel champions. And Andy's like, I love The Rock
Every
when he
time
wasn't champion.
all I hear from Liam when we were starting this thing was like, Edge is the greatest, and every day since then is Edge. Shut up about Edge.
I mean, to be honest, I
He
still
was a
remember
great
exactly.
heel champion.
I still remember how I felt watching Edge and all that when I was like 12 and shit. I'm like, I just want him to get his ass kicked, and he never did, or at least not that often.
No,
didn't
yeah,
lose
he
the
did.
Sounds
belt
like
No,
you
to be
fought
fair.
John Cena.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, to be fair, he did
still
get his
didn't lose
ass
the
kicked a
belt that
lot.
much. I mean, yeah, but
No, he
like
did.
he would still come out. Well, I'm probably remembering it wrong, but He would still come
Yeah,
out.
his first world title, it only lasted for 2 weeks. He
Oh.
won it from Cena after Cena
that was 2 weeks.
got Cena. Yeah, Cena defended
Oh.
it. It was 2005. No, 2006. Sorry. He defended it in an elimination chamber against 6 other people, and he's like bleeding. It was like really bad and really graphic, but he defended it. And then Vince McMahon came out and he was like, Edge is cashing in. It was amazing because Vince McMahon came out and announced it. And then Edge cashed in and he beat Cena with like 2 spears. And then for 2 weeks, he was like, I'm the best. I'm the greatest. Lita's nipple came out for some reason at one point. And then at the Royal Rumble, he lost to Cena.
Okay, I'm really remembering that wrong.
And then he started a feud with Mick Foley, which had the WrestleMania 22 hardcore match, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then he teamed with Mick after Mick turned heel. That was weird.
Yeah.
And then he regained the belt from Rob Van Dam and he held it. He beat Cena at SummerSlam. Why do I remember this stuff?
I can't remember.
Why have I got this random knowledge in my head?
I don't understand how that was 2 weeks. It seemed a whole lot longer when I was a kid. Probably because I actually cared.
I think Edge hasn't held a belt for he never held a world title for very long. Someone actually did a statistic. I think his
seemed like he did.
I think his longest reign was a month.
My hand is up. I would like to speak.
No.
My finger is up. I'm going to speak.
No,
headlines from a week ago. Apparently, there are headlines from a week ago that say Jinder Mahal is working through an injured shoulder. Okay, doesn't make him any better. Doesn't give him sympathy in my eyes. He's clearly not going to lose it anytime soon, other than, I don't know, either December or April when WrestleMania happens, and the special guest referee is either John Cena. No. Yeah, that's at Survivor Series. Special guest referee will either be John Cena, The Rock, or Stone Cold, and I won't care, because it's going to end in a screwy finish and make both of them look like shit. And then he's either going to lose the championship in December when the India tour's done, like it's a fucking ticking time bomb, almost. And then it's the same situation as Lesnar, where he could fight John Cena at WrestleMania, the match everybody wants to see. Because Cena will get his 17th World Championship win from Jinder Mahal. And he will probably lose it within 2 months, because fuck everything, right? What's the point? Just watch NXT and be happy, like what I did earlier today. Yeah, that's my endorsement.
Do you think that means that Cena's going to win the Royal Rumble?
I hope not.
Oh my god, kill me!
Oh,
Kill
shit.
me. End me, for the love of Christ. It means either John Cena or Roman Reigns is going to win the Rumble.
Oh my god, yeah, it's one of those two.
I'd rather have Roman win. I'd rather have Roman win just so I could laugh at everybody booing him. I love that.
I used to have that mindset, but then I went insane.
See, I'm on the other
Fuck
side
off,
of
Andy.
insane. I'm just I got so unhappy with WWE to the point where I'm just you know what? Fuck it. I love the misery of everybody else.
Fuck you.
Let these people win. I'm just let these people win. I don't give a fuck. Shoot.
I do. But anyway, we have been going for an hour. Let's do one last read of a chat and then go home. Oh, wait. We are all home.
Wait,
What does it say?
it says here Liam has something to talk about
Do I?
Who? Who
Who
said that?
in the description below.
But we've been going for an hour.
Yeah, it was about the latest developments for the UK Championship show that they were doing, but we've been going on too long, so I'll have to save it for either a special video or for next week.
Okay.
Let's do some quick fire lightning round questions. Draven G says, speaking of NXT, does anyone else find McIntyre to be a bland champion? Just a little bit.
He's the champion.
I don't watch NXT.
Fucking brilliant. No one watches NXT except me. Wonderful. What a wonderful world. Heroic Nyko
I don't have
says,
enough time.
Cena-
I have work.
Okay.
Sounded like
Heroic
that.
Nyko says, Heroic Nyko. Heroic fucking Nyko says, Cena, the false face of WWE, while the true face keeps peeking out one day. Shinsuke, one day. Oh, God. Shinsuke lost to Jinder Mahal, and now they're just moving on. I feel sad. That made me genuinely sad.
Wait, that was actually real.
Yeah.
I really haven't watched a whole lot of Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
I don't know
You're not
anything
missing
about that.
much. You're missing abject pain. I feel
Why would
like
they-
that's what you're missing.
Why would they do that to Shinsuke?
I don't know, because Jinder Mahal is clearly the modern day Maharaja, and he needs to be respected when he talks in his funny language to his weird people. Bullet Club says,
Andy's face. Andy's face.
Oh my god, what the hell?
all right, fake social justice warrior over there, sit the fuck down. Voidstorm says, Voidstorm says, it's like the countdown to when the New Day would lose the title belts. Yeah, it's almost as if a good reign shouldn't have a fucking countdown clock next to it. See, Brock Lesnar, Jinder Mahal, Nikki Bella at one point. Those are the three that I remember off the top of my head. Why are they doing this? Please help me. No one. Fucking awesome.
Well, we don't
Great.
know.
I can't help you.
You can just say we don't know. You just sit there and make everything awkward. Fuck me. Draven G
can't
says,
help
I'm going to
you.
have to go with
I'm
Jericho
sorry.
in his 2008 run.
Thank you.
I remember being so pissed when he won that championship scramble.
Thank you.
Jericho in 2008. That was good.
That's what I said, but no one listened to me because Andy was like, I like The Rock when he wasn't champion. It's like, that's not what we're talking about, Andy. That's not what we were talking about, mate. The Rock was the best when he wasn't champion. Yeah, all right, Andy. Great. Thanks.
I just love The Rock. With his
Why
big
am I-
cock.
Why am I doing it?
I knew it.
Why am I mocking myself?
I've wanted to ask you that for so long, Andy. You always do that.
Alright.
What was that? What was that?
I don't know.
End the show, Andy.
You're controlling it.
Yeah.
Alright, I have been Andy. Fuck it. We have Facebook, we have Snap, we have that, we have Instagram, we also have Twitter. If you put in the Suplah, you will find us. We also have a gaming channel, which Liam and Sam do gaming things. I also have just bought Fire Pro World. If people want to watch me do that and fail,
No one
and
cares.
And yeah, we have a website, suplah.com, where you can find the broadcast, which is a podcast where we don't. What are you doing? A podcast that we don't talk.
I'm trying to kill a gnat, damn it.
You're doing
It's getting
this
on my
for some
nerves.
reason. It's putting me off.
I'm trying to kill a bug and it's getting in my face.
You can go to suplah.com and you can watch episodes or listen to episodes rather of the broadcast, which is a show not about wrestling, and you can find other exclusive content there. So yes, do that. I have been Andy Kwan. I am not going to go on Twitter. I'm not going to go and turn off my light. We just sit here. Oh, you know what? I will play FIFA until someone ends this stream. I am not turning off my light.
The fuck is this
End
show?
it. Oh, fine. I'll turn off my light, shall I? God's sake.
Why do I feel like him
Give me-
shouting
turn
end
off
it is
my light.
what his girlfriend says to him?
He's just taking his frustrations out on us.
I never get it right.
And he came back. Watch, he's putting his
Where's he
headphones on. Watch, he's about to put his headphones on. Watch.
God. What? End this thing already.